So, drum composed of our various native Baha'is that have come around the country, if they wouldn't sing an honor song, and we'd like to ask those four sisters who carried the blanket with them to accompany Mr. and Mrs. Gibson, followed by the council, and followed by all those friends and relations. And you must come out if you're the friends and relations of Mr. and Mrs. Gibson and the Universal House of Justice.
Oh, they are all my brothers. They all must come out.
Would like to call forward from that sacred mountain the seat of the Universal House of Justice, Universal House of Justice member Mr. Amoz Gibson, to come forward and share his vision.
Oh, my friends, oh, friends of God, oh, soldiers in the army of God, I have been asked to close this conference, and I see no way to do it. For the spirit generated here by our thoughts and deeds, by our prayers and chants, and by a special gift from Baha'u'llah for this gathering of many nations and of many tongues, that spirit of unity amongst us can never die. Therefore, my task to close this conference is impossible. There is no way to close it. The spirit of love and unity will be with us always. Whenever tests and trials come to us, as we walk the spiritual path with practical feet, recall these days. Let pass before your mind's eye the beauty of these days, and remember all of the beautiful faces beaming with the light enkindled in our hearts by the special favor of the bounty of God, by the special favor of the most great Spirit, who watches over all. For each one will be framed for all the others. Each will be longing to see again all the others. And each one will be vying with all the others, endeavoring to render the greatest service, to achieve the greatest deed of teaching, to be the brightest star, manifesting the true Baha'i character. The Great Spirit has truly blessed us during these days, and to Him we submit our humble thanks. He provided the most wonderful instrument for the bringing into being this unique conference. Firstly, He gave us His words of truth and guidance. He gave us the revelation of Baha'u'llah, and we can never be thankful enough for it. We shall always be thankful for His laws and principles, for the institutions He created to guide and assist us. Secondly, Baha'u'llah gave us the spark of spirituality, the spiritual light that causes our souls to glow and to turn unto His revelation and to become thereby the receivers of His bountiful favors. We must be forever grateful to Him for that initial inspiration that caused us to turn unto Him and to accept Him and to love Him and to want with all our heart to serve Him. And thirdly, among His great gifts is His gift to us of serving Him. He tells us how to do this. He writes in His own hand, to assist me is to teach my cause. Teaching has always had a special place. And last night, it took place in a powwow. In a powwow in which a hand of the cause was so inspired that he became one of the drummers. And it seems that last night I embraced many more new Baha'is than I saw here on this platform this morning. Some of them probably have already left for the field of service. You have joined a mighty army, you new believers, a very special spiritual army, the army of light. We will leave this conference full of spirit, so full that spirit will not leave us until we are all together once again. We will act from now on. We will think our thoughts from now on as if we are in the presence of Abdu'l-Baha, the one who made that great promise about us. And finally, for all of you here, all of your beautiful faces will be in my mind. And when I say my prayers in the morning, in that sacred spot, in the Holy Land, I will say this prayer for you. O thou incomparable God, O thou Lord of the kingdom, these souls are thy heavenly armies. Assist them, and with the cohort of the supreme concord, make them victorious, so that each one of them may become like unto a regiment, and conquer these countries through the love of God and the illumination of divine teaching. O God, be thou their supporter and their helper, and in the wilderness, the mountains, the valleys, the forests, the prairies, and the seas, be thou their confidant, so that they may cry out through the power of the kingdom and the breath of the Holy Spirit. Verily thou art the mighty, the powerful, and the omnipotent, and thou art the wise, the hearing, and the seeing.
And you must come out if you're friends and relations of Mr. and Mrs. Gibson and the Universal House of Justice.
Oh, they are all my brothers. They all must come out.